Curly and coily hair isn't just different, it's thirsty. Did you know that the dryness you're battling isn't just about the products you use, but the way your hair is designed? Curly and coily hair have unique needs when it comes to preventing dryness and retaining moisture due to their distinct structure, porosity tendencies, and natural oil distribution. What's the science behind it? Why does this hair type thirst for hydration more than others? And how do we give it what it needs to flourish? Today, I'm going to dive into the anatomy, the science, and actionable steps you can take to transform your hair's health. There's a lot of information that I'm going to share, so you may need to watch this video more than once. Every strand of hair has three main layers. The cuticle, which is the outermost layer made of overlapping cells, which protects the inner structure. Then there's the cortex, which is the middle layer and is responsible for strength, elasticity, and pigment. And the medulla is the innermost layer, which is more common in thicker hair strands. The shape of your hair follicles determines your hair type, whether it's straight, wavy, curly, or coily. The tighter the curl pattern, the more fragile the hair structure. Coily hair has more bends, which creates weak points and hinders natural oils from traveling down the strand. In low porosity hair, the cuticles are tightly packed, making it hard for moisture to penetrate, where on the other hand, in high porosity hair, the cuticles are raised or damaged, causing moisture loss. And in normal or medium porosity hair, it's a balance between moisture retention and absorption. Curly and coily hair is shaped like spirals or zigzags, which creates twists and bands along the hair shaft. These curves make it difficult for natural scalp oils, better known as sebum, to travel from the roots to the ends. Without the natural lubrication from sebum, curly and coily hair is prone to dryness, particularly at the mid-lengths and ends. Additionally, the cuticle layers in these hair types often lie less flat compared to straight hair, which increases the likelihood of moisture loss. This structural reality is why we experience dryness and breakage if moisture isn't prioritized. So we know each strand is protected by an outer layer called the cuticle. When hair is properly moisturized, the cuticle lies flat, which seals in hydration and protects the inner layers of the hair. Dryness weakens the cuticle. As moisture escapes, the strand becomes brittle and vulnerable to external stress such as combing, heat styling, and environmental factors. This results in weak, dry hair that is more likely to snap, especially at the ends, which are the oldest and most fragile part of your hair. Unlike shedding, which is natural and involves hair falling out from the root, breakage occurs when strands snap mid-shaft or at the ends due to stress or damage. Even if your hair grows at the average rate of half an inch per month, consistent breakage prevents visible length retention. Your hair grows but appears to stay at the same length or even shorter over time. Without sufficient moisture, the hair lacks elasticity. Elasticity allows your hair to stretch and return to its original state without breaking. Dry hair has little to no elasticity, which causes it to break under tension. Dry hair can lead to split ends when the hair splits up the shaft, creating more damage and thinning out the strands. And when you add in these other factors, they compound the dryness and breakage. Excessive use of heat tools strips the hair of moisture, making it prone to damage. Aggressive detangling, tight hairstyles, and using harsh shampoos can make dryness worse and cause further breakage. Environmental stressors such as sun exposure, low humidity, and hard water also worsen dryness. Another physical characteristic of curly and coily hair is that it can reduce the length of the hair, causing strands to bunch up. We call this shrinkage. This creates areas where strands rub against each other, increasing friction and reducing moisture retention. So as a result, curly hair requires more intensive moisturizing products and techniques to counteract the loss. Unlike straight hair, where sebum and moisture can naturally flow, curly and coily hair rely on external hydration and deliberate care routines. I recently had a comment on another video that in the African American hair care community, we do things that no one else does. And this is due to the unique nature and characteristics of our hair and that constant quest for moisture. The products and methods used for curly and coily hair must address the hair's inability to retain moisture and prevent mechanical damage, because this hair, again, is more fragile than other hair types. And when it comes to healthy hair, I feel like we always want to know what products to use, but let's talk about how healthy hair begins from within. Hair is primarily made up of keratin, which is a protein. Without enough protein in your diet, your hair weakens and becomes more prone to breakage. Biotin, omega-3 fatty acids, zinc, and vitamins A and E, along with iron, also play vital roles in hair health. Drinking enough water is essential for overall health, including hair. Dehydration affects the scalp, reducing the amount of sebum produced. Stress elevates the cortisol levels in your body, which can disrupt hair growth and moisture retention. Hormonal imbalances, such as during pregnancy or menopause, also affect hair health. As far as an external factor, let's not forget about product buildup. Heavy products can block moisture from penetrating the hair shaft. So when you think about moisture and hydration, it isn't just about water. It's about how your hair absorbs and retains water. Hair is hygroscopic, which means it absorbs moisture from the environment. However, without proper care, this moisture escapes quickly. So the science lies in balancing humectants, emollients, and occlusives along with other hydrating or moisturizing ingredients. When you're in the hair care aisle looking for products, here are some moisturizing ingredients that are found in hair care products, and I've categorized them by their specific function. I'm going to take a little break right here because I got asked about this curling iron that I'm using. This is the Tymo Airflow 2-in-1. I will have it linked in the description, and if you use my code Shavonda40, you can get 40% off. Humectants draw moisture from the environment into the hair shaft, keeping it hydrated. These are ingredients such as glycerin, hyaluronic acid, honey, aloe vera, sorbitol, or panthenol, which is also known as provitamin B5. Emollients soften and smooth the hair by filling in gaps along the cuticle. These are ingredients such as shea butter, coconut oil, avocado oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, or mango butter. Occlusives help to seal in moisture by creating a protective barrier on the hair shaft. Look for ingredients such as castor oil, silicones like dimethicone, cyclomethicone, and lanolin. And in our quest for moisture, we can't forget the protein because moisture protein balance is very important. Hydrolyzed proteins can retain water in the hair and strengthen it simultaneously. These are ingredients such as hydrolyzed keratin, hydrolyzed silk protein, and hydrolyzed wheat protein. And this right here is one of my favorite group of ingredients, botanicals, which are plant-based ingredients. They offer moisture while nourishing the scalp and the hair strands. Look for aloe vera, cucumber extract, marshmallow root, and slippery elm. And alcohols have a bad rep, but fatty alcohols provide slip and hydration. These are alcohols such as cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, and cetyl alcohol. And let's not forget about water, which is the ultimate hydrator and is often the first ingredient in moisturizing products. And if you want to get the full maximum benefit of these ingredients when you're reading your product labels, make sure that these ingredients are one of the first 5 ingredients on the list because this indicates that they have higher concentrations of that ingredients. Pair these ingredients and your products with a consistent regimen to ensure that your hair stays hydrated and healthy. I know when it comes to achieving longer lengths, it's always easier to focus on growth, but I want you to shift your focus from growing hair to protecting and preserving what you already have. Because healthy hydrated hair is the foundation for visible growth, and it starts with breaking the cycle of dryness and breakage. Now, I want you to do me a huge favor. If you found this video helpful at all, please leave a comment and let me know. And share this video with someone who is struggling with length retention. Don't be stingy, okay? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.